Most of the time, the reason why our phones are slow and or hanging is because of us. This is because you keep your social media apps, you keep your games running in the background, knowing fully well that your phone is 2 gig RAM. Though there are phones that are 3 gig, 4 gig, 6 gig of RAM, but then these phones are normally expensive, and people will be like, okay, let me get a 2 gig RAM phone just because I want to save a little and still enjoy a bigger screen and all of the new things that comes with phone, the triple camera and the rest of it. So guys, before you buy any phone, learn to do your research, do find out more. Some phones are not really popular, but then you should try and find out more about some other devices before you buy any device. If you want to know what you should note for or look out for before you buy a device, there is a video, I'll be somewhere around here. In the video, I describe everything like in details, things you need to look out for before you buy any phone. As I said before, there are phones that can handle a large workload, like you can have your Asphalt running, your PUBG running, all of those big apps, but they're expensive. But somehow I managed to find a phone that has 4 gig RAM and it's cheap. If I was to give a winner for the best low budget phone of 2019, it should be this phone. Though the phone is not popular and it didn't make it across the border until 2019. Yeah, the device came out 2018, but it didn't make it across the border until 2019. So guys, meet the UMIDIGI A5 Pro.
For the sake of this video, I'll just call it the Umi phone. That's the Umi A5 Pro. Talking about the design, this phone honestly does not feel cheap, and I personally like the design of the Umi phone, especially the gradient color and the choice of design. We have 2.5D glass design on the front and also the same on the back. The back of the phone has a reflective glass which blends into the aluminum frame, all weighing 203 grams. The thickness of the device is 8.2mm. One catchy thing about the appearance of this device is how the back glass refracts light under sunlight, and it's really beautiful. It has a fingerprint sensor at the back, a triple camera setup as well, and also the dual LED flash. Then on the right, we've got the volume rocker and the power button. On the left, you got just the SIM card tray, LTE SIM card slot, and a micro SD slot if you decide to expand the storage up to 256 GB. Then below the device is the 3.5 headphone jack, then the micro USB, the mic and the speaker, which are okay really considering the price, and I had to play a song to test the speakers. Guys, what do you think? Leave a comment in the chat room below so we can talk about it. We also have the antenna bands below and on top, like 2 antenna bands below and 2 on top of the device as well. Flipping the device over, you have that 6.3 Full HD screen with water drop notch, having at least 85% screen to body ratio, which was my best guess, not that it was on any spec sheet or anything. The display itself has a resolution of 2280 by 1080p, 60 million colors and 400 ppi density. The device also has a reading mode and a color temperature adjustment. It's like the blue light filter we've seen on most devices. Still on the front, we got the front facing camera, which is a whopping 16 megapixel camera with f2.0 aperture. How true is this? I think you guys should help me judge from this picture of Ben and me. What do you think? Is it really 16 megapixel or they need to tweak the softwares more? The back camera on the other hand does a good job at focusing on objects, a little faster than most devices of the same price range. First is the 5 megapixel depth camera for your bokeh effect. Second, we have the 16 megapixel Sony IMX398 camera with f1.8 aperture. Then we got the 8 megapixel 120-degree ultra wide angle lens for super wide coverage. This helps you expand the things you see. Using the wide angle lens, let's say you're supposed to take a picture of a house. Now what this does is it enables you to take pictures of not just the house, but a little bit of the surroundings as well. And Ben is here to help show you guys how effective the focus is. Also is the handsome looking picture of Ben, and also another picture of him using the bokeh effect or portrait mode, as a lot of you call it, or a lot of us call it. For the video, you got an option of 1080p and 720p, both at 30 frames per second, which I believe will serve okay, but depending on why you're buying the device. Inside the Umi A5 Pro lives the MediaTek Helio P23 chip. The CPU is quad-core ARM Cortex A53 with 2.0 GHz speed and ARM Mali G71 MP2 GPU with 700 MHz speed. Making all this efficient is a 4GB RAM and 32GB of storage. This is what really caught my attention about the device. Is this the cheapest 4GB RAM device or what? I decided to do a speed test on a few apps to see how fast it opens, runs in the background, how long it takes to reopen, and see if that 4GB RAM is really true and can handle the workload. From what I noticed, it kind of did good, but I can tell you that it's faster than most devices of the same price range. The Umi A5 Pro is running on stock Android, meaning you get the fresh look of Android like you have on the Pixel phone and a few phones. And of course, it is highly customizable. As for security, you have the fingerprint, the smart unlock, a screen unlock with an option of pattern, password or PIN. Both SIM cards are 4G enabled. Other features are Bluetooth 4.2, Wi-Fi Direct and radio. And in case you're wondering what you get when you buy this device, you have the charger, the power cable and the power adapter, which is a fast charger, and SIM ejector, the starter guide, which no one really reads anymore. With all that being said, I'm not trying to advise you against any brand. The main point of this video is to enlighten you that there are other brands that make really nice phones and you should learn to do research before buying anything.
So guys, with all of that spec, though it's not really spec'd out like that, but one major thing about a phone is the RAM, very important. And there's always this feeling when you hold the phone, it feels expensive, yes. Let me put it that way. It feels expensive, yet it's just 38,000 naira. Mado, would you like to buy this phone? Would you not like to buy it? I would like to buy it because I played around the phone for a while and I would really like to hear your opinion about this phone. I would really love to read and chat to you guys in the comment section. Please remind them to subscribe. So guys, as you heard from him, the subscription is a once in a lifetime thing. All you need to do is click that red button there and you get subscribed. It's totally free. Like you get the latest update on every video I post every week. And I would love to see you watch me, or I would love to see you in my next video. That's in the comment section. And I'll see you later. Bye.